name is Joseph Ngugi. I'm one of the co-founders of Pre-PT Grind, which is a pre-physical therapy platform or pre-PT platform that helps pre-physical therapy students like yourself get accepted into PT school without wasting time or money. And tonight we have an amazing conversation. We are going to break down are really like two major factors, two major directions, two major things or directions that you can take as a pre-PT to either guarantee or not guarantee acceptance as a pre-PT student. So we're going to share all of that tonight. Super excited for what we're about to share. Judy, how are you doing? Good to have you here. And everybody else that's currently joining in, please comment hashtag Team Live or hashtag Team Replay. Kaylee, how you doing? Let me let Casey on here before we have some fun. Us live. All right, perfect. Comment hashtag Team Live, hashtag Team Replay. We have Morgan, we have Kaylee, we have Dustin. Good to have you all here. What's up, Casey? How you feeling, bro?
What's up? What's up? Feeling good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm feeling great, man. I'm feeling great, man. Got a few gifts here that I can't really release quite yet, but you know, I gotta be patient, man. But first of all, Casey, man, super excited for what we're about to share tonight, because the profession that Casey and I are both in, what's up, Sam? How you doing? Sam, we got to catch up. I want to hear how everything's been going with your rotation. But the profession that we're in is absolutely astounding. It's amazing. It's phenomenal. Honestly, the things that you feel like you can do with PT, we're not realizing it's just the beginning. And so there's so much that you can do in this profession. And if you want in, like, there should be no reason for you not to get in. But there's a few key things that we want you guys to understand as pre-PTs who are applying. If y'all are applying, comment me. If you're applying, if you're planning on applying, just comment me. We want to know who's here tonight. If you're applying later, comment later. We just want to know who we're talking to tonight. Because for you as a pre-PT to say I want PT really comes with a background story. For some of y'all, it's certain personal experiences, but up until, let's go, Kaylee. What's up, Jakari? How you doing, Melissa? Good to see you. Nyasha, good to see you. Looking forward to speaking with you later tonight. But as pre-PTs, you each have unique stories that led you to the decision of saying, yo, I want PT. And what sometimes happens is whatever led to that decision is usually something emotional, some experience. Yeah, let's get it, Jakari. You still gonna kill it, fam. Let's go. But like, whether it's emotional, whether it's something that happened to a family member, whether we went to a rotation and we're like, yo, I can see myself doing that, whatever it was, in that moment when you decided, there was so much clarity. Melissa, there was so much clarity where you felt, well, let me ask you this. When you decided to become a PT, raise your hand if you feel like the moment you decided, yo, PT is what I wanted, there was almost like a sense of peace. Just this clarity, but a sense of peace. As if you had just found exactly what you were meant to do as a professional. Give me the little hand emoji if that's you. Like, you decided, yo, you know what? PT's a pretty cool profession. Maybe you saw someone online, maybe you had a friend that you knew that was a physical therapist, whatever it was. When you chose physical therapy, did you have a sense of peace? If you didn't, then maybe you haven't found your profession yet. But if you're a pre-PT and you're like, yo, when I found PT, there was a sense of peace. I was like, that's what I'm meant to do. If that's you, say, that's what I'm meant to do. Casey, how much peace did you have when you switched from pharmacy to physical therapy?
Oh man, too much. It felt peaceful. Peaceful is the right word. I don't think I need to complicate it any more than that, but definitely peaceful.
It's crazy because when we're applying, Casey, when Kaylee, Melissa, when we're applying, when crap seems to hit the fan, when our GPAs are low, when our GREs are struggling, when we're starting to second think this decision because of who we have around us. In those moments, we forget just how peaceful it was when we decided to become physical therapists. And what we're about to talk about tonight will expound on how you can reclaim that peace. Man, like, you're always going to have to make decisions as you transition in your career, as you transition into figuring out who you're going to marry, if you're not married. Like, but in those moments, the only thing you can really hope for is just that you have peace. And if you have peace, then it's up to you to figure out how you can navigate that through. Like, I just got married and I had crazy peace, like amazing peace when I proposed to my now wife. I had crazy peace. Like, Casey, did I look stressed on my wedding day?
Not at all.
Nah, man.
Not
Like,
at all.
I had crazy peace when I said I do. Like, when they said you are now husband and wife, your boy got hyped. Like I thought I was gonna drop for a little bit. I had been waiting for that moment, but I had peace. But there's a lot of people that have the same peace, yet they have failed marriages. So the peace is only the starter. And for you as a pre-PT, the peace of knowing, yo, this is what I want to do is only the beginning. But there's a lot of things along the way that essentially drain away the hope of you possibly getting into PT school. So today we want to talk to y'all about the A.H.S and the A.P.S. Everyone comment A.H.S, A.P.S. Y'all have no idea what that means yet, but we're about to break that down to you. These are the two solutions. The two solutions in the pre-PT world. One of them, the first one, which we're about to explain in just a little bit, the first one is the one that all of us have been brought up in. What's up, Trisha? The A.H.S is what we have all been brought up in as pre-PTs. This is what Casey and I experienced when we were pre-PTs. This is what a lot of you are currently experiencing. How do we know? Because we talk to y'all all the time. You're messaging us on contactpreptgrind.com. We're getting on the phone. We've gotten on the phone with a lot of people this week. So we're hearing it over and over and over and over and over again. And so what that A.H.S is, the anti-hope solution. The anti-hope solution. So, Casey, let's kind of break this down. So the A.H.S is what we've been brought in. So what it means is that as a pre-PT, we are taught that there is no way, like, there's really no significance or no point in trying if when you look at your application, when you look at your GRE, when you look at all the metrics, if you appear to be behind the eight ball on most things, then the honest truth is it might not be cut out for you. That's what the A.H.S shows us. The anti-hope solution. It's carried out by our faculty members. It is carried out by our advisors. It is carried out by our classmates. It is carried out by what we see online. It is carried out by, like, I sometimes see it in the pre-doctor physical therapy students page a few times, but people are usually pretty good about correcting each other and, you know, inspiring each other and motivating each other. But the majority of the pre-PT world is living under the A.H.S, the anti-hope solution. In the A.H.S, you have very limited control over whether or not you can get accepted into PT school, which means that, yo, if I try one time, two times, three times, who knows? Like, you actually start losing hope with each trial. Casey, don't you see it all the time? Every time someone, like, is hitting you up and they're like, Casey, I don't know what to do, man. Like this is my, like, spoke to somebody recently who was like, this is my third time applying. Like, I don't really feel like I have any hope. The anti-hope solution is what they were given. They had actually applied one time, Casey, and what they were told is they were told, hey, how about you just go, like, retake these few classes, then try again next year. They got rejected again. So anti-hope solution fed into the solution that all they had to do was what everybody else was doing. In the anti-hope solution, you are taught to leave it to chance. Yeah, there's a few things you're told to do. Yeah, fill out PT cast. Yeah, do this. Okay, but in the anti-hope solution, if your GRE score is not high enough, then you cannot get into PT school, or you have so few options that really it's not even worth it. You might as well be an athletic trainer. The anti-hope solution, the A.H.S. That's what we're all brought up in. We listen to what everybody else is told in the A.H.S. We feel like we're shooting in the dark in the A.H.S. Yo, the reason why pre-PT grind even exists, y'all, is because we're sick and tired of the A.H.S running the show. Like, everything that we hear in terms of the pains, the frustrations, the anxieties that are all really a compilation of everything that we've been taught as pre-PTs coming up, like really getting to this point, getting to the point of applying where you're filling out PT casts and you're still freaking out. You're like, yo, I don't know. Like, I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't know if this is the right time. I don't know. Like, yo, like you feel like you're guessing. And the honest truth is, like, I see it so many times. People start their application process and won't finish it till sometime September or October because they want to leave it. It's too painful to go through the process of having to face the fear of potentially getting rejected. So we're here saying, yo, we're going to push. Because whatever this is, whatever this movement of just trying to instill, like, I mean, listen, like, this can't be survival of the fittest. This can't be just the 4.0 students are the ones getting into PT school, because I can tell y'all a handful of lots of people who have 2.4 GPAs, 2.2 GPAs, 2.5 GPAs that are prime and are ready and have everything they need to be astounding and amazing physical therapists. But Isaac, they've been brought up into A.H.S. Tonight, what we want to propose to y'all is the A.P.S. The always predictable solution. Because for the first time, y'all as pre-PTs are actually being heard. For the first time, y'all as pre-PTs are in a position where you actually have a say-so as to whether you can get accepted or not. For the first time, y'all as pre-PTs, despite your GPA, despite getting rejected multiple times, despite the anxieties and fears, and those anxieties and fears just come from other like thoughts that we create. Most of them haven't even occurred, Casey. They're just thoughts of worst case scenarios and things that we're assuming will happen, maybe because they happened to our classmates or they happened to us before, or we're just scared they might happen at all. But the A.P.S, the always predictable solution, is based off of the fact that as a pre-PT, you can actually reclaim control of your application. You can actually reclaim control over the fact that over whether or not you'll get accepted into a PT program. But being a member of the A.P.S means you got to play by different rules. Being a member of the A.P.S gives you a clear path on what to do next for your particular situation, not what the other 20+ thousand people are doing. It gives you control over your application process. It gives you the ability to navigate what's next based off of non-traditional coaching and mentorship and other people who have been there before. A.P.S, always predictable solution. It embraces the fact that success leaves clues. And the fact that, like last year, and we might bring him on again, we had Ben Kim, Mr. 2.4. Like, he literally has a platform right now on YouTube. Y'all, go find him. Go hit him up. My boy Ben Kim got a platform repping Mr. 2.4. He had a 2.4 GPA. And my man is starting PT school this fall. So what do you got, a 3.1 GPA? A 2.8? 2.7? Oh, it's a 2.5? He had a 2.4. So if you have a 3.3 and you're tripping about your GPA, listen, you've been brought up in the anti-hope solution, the A.H.S. But the A.P.S allows you to do exactly what Ben Kim did. Maybe you're part of the A.H.S. You just got rejected 2 times, maybe 3 times. Maybe it was your first time getting rejected last year. Well, let me tell you about Ariana. All accepted system winners. Let me tell you about Ariana. Ariana was a part of the A.H.S. She got rejected 2 cycles in a row after having worked her tail off, Casey. She worked her tail off. Like, the first time she felt like she was shooting in the dark. Second time she goes after it. She's like, yo, I'm going to do whatever I got to do. I'm going to put in the work as an applicant to make sure the second time I do this, I'm going to get it. She got rejected. And because of the anti-hope solution, our faculty advisors, the people we go to in our schooling, what she had seen online, seeing what other people were doing, getting in her own head, she was almost like she was stuck. She was stuck because she had remember how we talked about peace? Remember how I said that as a pre-PT, there's a level of peace when you decide that you want to be a physical therapist, Nate, Aaron, Michael. There's a level of peace. Like when you say, yo, this is what I want to do, there's a level of peace that comes upon you. But yet it's lost. It's lost over time. And for Ariana, she decided, yo, I want something that clarifies my path. I want something that gives me direction. I want something that gives me people around me that I can use, people that can give me direction, people that have been exactly where I've been before, so that I can be a part of something beautiful. I can be a part of the profession that I have always wanted to be a part of, regardless of what my family's telling me to do. Her family was telling her to pull the plug or at least switch because they loved her, regardless of what her faculty members were telling her to do. It's the same thing. Like, she was like, I want to be part of something different. So she opted into the always predictable solution. And because of that, she took strides that in 2018, on her third try, she got accepted into PT school. Carl Bourne Jr. Put in a situation where last year in the summer, stuck. Literally, like, it felt like everything was falling apart. It felt like he was hustling and grinding and putting everything in place. Yo, something absolutely spot on. I wish I had this community when I started PT school. Yeah, Michael. Like, Carl Bourne Jr. literally was put in a position where he was like, yo, like, I feel like I'm like carrying the world. He was like handling his job, handling his academics. Felt like everything was falling apart. Certain classes were not going the way he wanted them to. People are getting accepted that are part of his community, getting accepted into PT school. He's like, yo, I'm trying. I'm doing everything I can. But because he had opted into the always predictable solution, he was able to take control and get accepted not into one school, but into two programs. Dawnette, 2.9 GPA. A mom, a businesswoman, put in a position where she felt like, yo, like, I have to do this for so much more. You know what? In the process of doing that, she got in an accident. Had to go through the recovery process, still knowing that the peace she had when she decided to be a physical therapist was so strong that she could not be touched. So she said, yo, I have to be a part of something that's so different. I have to be unplugged from the anti-hope solution that all of us have been brought up in as pre-PTs. I have to be plugged into something that gives me direction, hope, predictability, so that I can control whether or not I get into PT school. That same fall, later that year, she got accepted into her PT program. And she already started PT school. She's in her first year right now. So your choice is very simple. There's a line being drawn in the sand. There's two schools of thought. There's the anti-hope solution. There's the always predictable solution. What do you want? Casey, talk to us, boss.
Yeah, you talked about a line in the sand, and I was just thinking about how students might be thinking about these two different, trains of thought here. And yes, okay, anti-hope solution, like you were talking about, that's how we've been brought up in. However, pre-PT grind is here now, and I feel like we're giving a lot of people hope, right? You just preached. You preach all the time. That's giving a lot of people hope. Pre-PT grind gives a lot of people hope. We have 4,000 members in our group right now because people see hope, right? You talked about Ben Kim, Dawnette, Ariana, Carl. We can go down the list. Those stories that you have on live as our guest, those give a lot of people hope. And okay, yes, the advisors talked about, giving us anti-hope, not even giving us a chance, right? Then pre-PT grind comes along and, oh my gosh, I finally have hope. Somebody's out there doing something. I can do this. I have hope. But I feel like a lot of people get stuck there because what they don't know is that Ben Kim, Ariana, Dawnette, Carl, the whole list had more than just hope. They had what you just said, an always predictable plan. And not just any always predictable plan, a predictable plan called the accepted system. So people that have been, following us for a while, maybe just found out about us, and they're like, man, these guys are so cool. They're so energetic. They're giving us hope. They said we can do it. 2.4 GPA, this and that. Yes, I have hope. But what they don't understand, or maybe they don't understand or don't see, was the always predictable plan behind the hope.
Yeah.
that Donette had, that Ben Kim had. Y'all don't know, Ben Kim worked his ass off. He didn't finish with a 2.4 GPA. Yes, he started with it. But y'all see the 2.4 GPA and get some hope. But you have to remember, or you need to know, that there was a predictable plan behind the hope, and that's why he got accepted. He didn't just have hope. Donette didn't just have hope. Ariana didn't just have hope. I didn't just have hope. Just didn't. Come on.
Nah.
Like, let's be serious here. You need a predictable plan. And the best predictable plan right now is the shirt I'm wearing and the poster behind Joseph. So if you're sick and tired of the anti-hope solution, whatever your advisors have been telling you, whatever the PT schools have been telling you, that's why you're here. You saw something in us. You saw these two guys smiling and having a good time and going to SSPT Live and having a party with our students and applying to PT school fun. That's giving you hope. I can do it. Yes, and yes, you can. If you have a predictable plan to go behind the hope. All of our students have mad hope. But what sets them apart from you and why they might take your spot is that they have a predictable plan. They have a predictable solution called the accepted system. So, okay, you took a nice little baby step to hope. That's cute. Round of applause. But if you're serious about this, if you really want to make our profession better like we're trying to do, because we can get you into PT school. Joseph just rattled off a bunch of names. You can go to our website. You're here. You would not be wasting your time if you knew that we could not get you in. You wouldn't even be listening to this on live replay YouTube. You know we can get you in. We do that. We do that. Our bigger mission is to make physical therapy better, starting with you. However, we just can't have a lot of people with hope trying to make physical therapy better because we already have that.
Yes, sir.
We already have a lot of people with hope talking, right? So if we need to start with you, starting by getting you into physical therapy school, we need to indoctrinate you now to say, yes, hope is great, but you need a plan to get into PT school, and you need a plan to be successful in physical therapy so that you can change patients' lives and your own profession and your own career. So we need to start now. You have hope. We're here. That's cute. But if you want to get in, if you want to be serious about this crap, you need a predictable plan, like Joseph said. So I'm not even going to say if. You need this plan, so join the accepted system, comment whatever we have up top, comment below, so we can make sure that you have this plan and you don't just have some hope or non-hope like everybody else has. So when you were talking about that, Joseph, that just came to mind because a lot of people have been following us for a long time. You know, when you get on the phone with people, they're like, yeah, I've been hanging around. And when you said that line in the sand, I was like, man, a lot of people might be right in the middle. And if you're right in the middle, what you really doing, man? So that's just my thought. So get an always predictable plan. That's really it.
Always a predictable plan. If right now you're like, yo, I get it. That makes sense. That makes sense, Casey and Joseph. And you're like, how can I do that? You know, we have taken the time to create like a free 3-part series for you. And if you want it, somebody comment this below. Listen, like, we don't need it. Like, I'm a physical therapist. I got a clinic. I'm good. Like, Casey's a physical therapist. We're fine. Like, the dream y'all want, we're already living. But what we're willing to do is we want y'all to get to where we're at. That's all we really care about, right? So if you guys want it, I want someone to comment this below. www.preptblueprint.com. www.preptblueprint.com. Go in there. I want y'all to watch the train. Like, there's 3 videos we made for y'all to train you guys on how you guys can reclaim this, how y'all can have an always predictable solution. And then we want y'all to send us a message. You be like, yo, I need to get on the phone with y'all ASAP. Like, I need to get on the phone with y'all ASAP. And if y'all can do that, then the rest is history. Because like we said before, let's go, Jakari, appreciate you. Because the honest truth is, most of y'all have been indoctrinated in the A.H.S, anti-hope solution. And all we want y'all to do is if you want to level up, have an always predictable solution. Welcome to the A.P.S, y'all. We about to make shirts about this. So if y'all listen, Casey, I'm about to make shirts about it. Like A.P.S, the always predictable solution. That's what we're about. We ain't playing games. If y'all trying to level up, if y'all trying to get into PT school, figure out, do I want hope? Do I want to just sit here and just cross my fingers, hope it works out? Or do I want to have a predictable plan that can get me locked into my dreams so that the peace that I felt when I decided to become a physical therapist becomes the peace that I feel the day I get accepted into PT school? Have y'all ever really thought about the day you get accepted into PT school? Have y'all thought about the emotions that you'll feel? Have y'all thought about the moment when you open up the email and it says, like, we are pleased to inform you? Like, have y'all thought about what your family's going to think? Have y'all thought about what your mama's going to say, what your parents are going to say? Have you thought about the people that doubted you, what they're going to feel? Have you thought about what your cousins are going to say, your siblings are going to say when they see you claim everything you've ever wanted, when they say, yo, like, that's what it takes to really win. That's what it takes to get the dream career, to live the life, honestly, to live life on your own terms. That's really all it is. But you have to have predictability. So if you want that, let's freaking get it. Break out of the A.H.S, Nyasha. A.P.S, the always predictable solution. If you want it, come find us. Let's get it. Y'all have a good one.